Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're having a magical day. Thank you so much for taking the time to support the channel. We have upgraded lists to the 2023 starter decks for both Standard and Alchemy. The 15 decks have been made for each of the formats. That's 30 new decks within this playlist for the new players. Holy Toledos. We're going to get you off on the right track, ladies and gentlemen. If you're new to the game, look no further. We have all of the different archetypes covered for, again, both Alchemy and Standard formats, each of which will be playable in their respective formats of old, Historic and Explorer. Alchemy into Historic, Standard into Explorer. If these series of videos perform very, very well, we will make additional upgrade guides for the Explorer for the Historic lists. Of course, I don't recommend that new players start there. This is kind of like a midway transition. So we want to get everyone, again, off on the right track. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the video to help support future content. And let's take a little look at our decks, talk about how we've upgraded them, and then we'll get off to the races. So first off, we have our decks that will be unlocking within the starter experience or new player experience in Magic the Gathering Arena. You basically just play the game for like a week and you'll unlock them through the quests. Aerial Domination is Mono Blue Flyers, Angelic Accountants, Azorius Angels, Balancing Act, Orzhov Enchantments and Artifacts, which is very interesting. Blossoming Growth, this is a Simic Ramp. Cold-Blooded Killers, Mono Black Midrange, a lot of big demons and some removal as well. Goblins Everywhere, Mono Red Aggro. Grave Matters, this is a Golgari Recursion or Reanimator build if you're more familiar. Ignite the Forge, Rakdos Aristocrats or Sacrifice, dealing chip damage. Keep the Peace. This is Mono White Midrange. I don't dare call it aggro because the curve is so aggressive. It goes all the way to 6. But it does curve out very nicely. Large and in charge, even bigger, right? This has the biggest creatures with some cool fight effects as well. On the Hunt, Gruul Aggro, Werewolf Tribal, one of my favorites. Spellweaver, Is It Blue and Red, Wizards and Spells, a lot of instant speed interaction, draw, removal, and such. Stealthy Subterforge. This is a Ninjutsu Dimir rogue deck, which is really cool. So nice creatures, some removal. Storm the Blades. This will be a warrior and samurai deck, an aggro Boros build within white and red. And then Strength in Numbers. This is a Selesnya, white and green citizen token deck. So you're going very wide with token creatures and then kind of powering the whole field up to swing in for lethal. We also have the 2023 starter deck rare and mythic cards. So within those 15 decks that you've just seen, there are rares and mythics included within each. Now we have compiled those rares and mythics into this list in which we can provide. And we've upgraded all of the decks with some additional commons and uncommons that are just like very, very good and really increase the strength and consistency of the build. But also with some of the other rares and mythics that are included, you already have for free, so why wouldn't you? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. With that being said, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the video. All of these decks will be found in the playlist, right? In the side, so if you're looking for a specific brew that we've just mentioned, by all means, skip ahead. But don't worry, you can always come back later and watch the playlist as a whole, right? And again, thank you all so much for your support over these years. It's been a pleasure creating Magic the Gathering Arena content alongside all of you. Holy Toledos, like I said, we have 30 decks, so we better get started.